Right, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I want to say, Kalahim Lo Yahweh Bashim Yahshua Bashim Harakah Kodash, and double honors to the elders and the apostles, the great most known GMS, who do rule and teach well. Right, I think I said all praises already, right? I'll just say it again, all praise, honor, glory to Yahweh Bashim Yahshua Bashim Harakah Kodash. I think I said it already, but, this is Matthew 5 and 27. You've heard them, you've heard that it was said by them of old time, that should not commit adultery. What is adultery? You should know this. Man, go like Leviticus 18 and stuff like that. Sexual law. Basically, a man, you sleep with another man's wife. That's adultery. A woman, if you sleep, and basically cheat on your husband and sleep with another man that is not your husband, right? Then that's also adultery, and you get put to death for it. I think it's stoning or something like that. But you get put to death. That's the way things were done back then. Yeah, I mean, even in American law, there is a adultery law. It's not enforced, obviously, because adultery is going on as we speak. And I mean, these women aren't getting put to death. The men that do the adultery aren't getting put to death, right? And then one thing you get to know about this stuff is, obviously, adultery is not when a man goes out and gets himself an extra woman, right? As long as the woman is unmarried, it's a-okay and completely kosher, and it's fine. And there's nothing against that. And now we know that Scripture tells us, not all things are convenient. Roughly paraphrasing that one. I know that one's the New Testament. Let all things be done decently in order. Be wise as serpents, harmless as doves. So stuff like that. Obviously, it's not a good idea to do that. Having all these women around you anyway will just, suck away all your time and your energy, and you'll just be running around from woman to woman, and you won't make videos, you won't teach or do nothing. And if you're in a GMS camp, your leaders are going to rebuke you over and over and over again, and they're going to get tired and they're going to kick you out, and that'll be the end of that. You'll be cast out from the body, and that'll be it for you. You just be some nigga in the world. Verse 28, but I say unto you that whosoever looks on a woman to lust after her, hath committed adultery with her in his heart. Heart meaning lab or mind. Really go into your spirit, because we all have our own individual, spirit and soul. Who you are, the inner the inner version of you. Some brothers have a artistic spirit. Some brothers may have a rowdy, kind of like wild, energetic spirit. Some brothers just, kind of calm and straight chilling on cloud 9 24/7. Some brothers may be like a little erratic and things like that, or I don't know, they get nervous easily or something, or they panic easily or something. I don't know. I don't know anyone like that, but I'm just saying in general. I don't even know why I said brothers. I don't know anyone. I don't think I've ever met anyone in the truth that's really like that. I mean, if anyone's like that, I'm like that, but I don't panic and bug the hell out. I don't bug out over shit, man. Maybe when I was younger, but nowadays, no, man. Fuck no, Just handle my shit, and I just pray for mercy, things like that, Right. I don't know why I said brother. That was a slip of the tongue. I just said, different. Did I say brothers in the beginning? Maybe let's just say some people, because everyone has their own spirit, not just people in the, church. And when I say the church within our body, right? Within the church of us. What is this, ecclesiarchal? What is it in the Greek? ecclesia, within us, within the body. If thy right eye offend thee, pluck it out and cast it from thee, for it is profitable for thee that one of thy members should perish, and that the whole body should be cast into hell. Right? So, obviously, not telling you to mutilate yourself and to pluck your own eyes out, but I mentioned in Sirach 21 that sin is a two-edged sword. The wounds thereof are grievous, will not be healed. Right? And that's why, in the beginning, he said that, if you sin, you gotta pray, pray and do no more again. Don't do it again. All right? Don't do that shit again, Right? And the second part of this, so if thy right hand offend thee, pluck it out, right? Because basically, Yahushua is saying this is how serious sin is. Now, if sin isn't that serious, in a Yahushua, they don't, just want us just to, we're not. Basically, if Yahushua said, okay, yeah, it's just all bets are off, just do whatever, then why did he always do things like this? Whenever it was the one woman who was committing adultery, he said, go and sin no more. Why would he say something like that? Why? Right? Because Yahushua still wanted us to keep the law. Even though we were under grace, he still wanted us to keep the law. And that's a fact. And that's just a fact. That's why you have things like this here. Without the law, if Yahushua did not have us follow the law within the body, it would be madness. The camp would be pure madness. Men would be sleeping with each other's wives. There'd be pork. The disease would be rampant among the camp. We'd all probably have fucking all kinds of illnesses, and it would just be a mess. It'd be a mess, So, we'd be that's the case. You might as well, with all the woman stuff and all adultery, you might as well just be like, was it? Which camp I hear was doing adultery? Was it ICPK? I don't know. We just be like all the other camps, you hear stuff occasionally like, oh yeah, this dude, the leader, committed adultery and took some dude's wife and you cast him aside. It's like, bro, what? I think man, what's his name, dude? Zabak. And I know he was caught up with some adultery shit. It's like, damn, dude, brutal. Sheep, wolf wearing sheep's clothing, man. Brutal, dude. If the right hand offend thee, and also that's kind of the man's fault too. You should not be having your wife around no other man anyway, man. Like that's a no. You go step out and you leave your wife home with another man, and come on, man. Don't do stuff like that. Brothers that are real close, they wouldn't do stuff like that, but maybe the wife, go make like a cup of coffee or some tea for them, and then they go out and talk between themselves. There's nothing wrong with that, with a woman being in a woman's place. I'm not saying that a woman gotta she has to be in a box while your brother's with you. You know what I mean? She gotta be in a fucking jail cell, and you got a brother with you. No, man. Just let all things be done with order. Right? And if the right hand offend thee, pluck it out and cast it from thee, for it's profitable for thee that one of thy members should perish, and that the whole body should be cast into hell. Right? Hell. Oh my God, hell. Alternate dimension. This alternate dimension. Where is it? It's the core of the earth. Can I dig there? So I can just dig in it. Even if I dig all the way in there, how would there be a repository for billions of souls on the earth, right? Because you guys don't believe in reincarnation, so there's just billions of souls right there and just sitting there. So how would that? So would you just dig and just be a void? Would you find a void, or how does that? How? It doesn't make sense, right? My favorite one is Second Esdras 4, the Chamber of Souls, right? There is no hell. You die, you reincarnate. I think it's Job 13 or 31 talks about that too. And I mentioned another scripture too that talks about it. All across Second Esdras is really all about reincarnation, saying that Esdras knew he was gonna be there, There's different things that were revealed to him. Of course, he didn't know all the details, but there were certain things I remember reading, which are reincarnation scriptures within the book of, Second Esdras, and then, some of the obvious ones are Yahushai and Solomon and those connections. That's pretty obvious. You can't tell me those two are not the same person, right? So hell is the place of future punishment called Gehenna, Gehenna fire. This is really the valley of Hinnom, south of Jerusalem, where the filth and dead animals of the sea were cast out and burned, which is literally what that is. That's what that is. It is a symbol for the destruction of the wicked, of course, but it's not, some alternate dimension. That was some, new nonsense that they came up with. Some loser in the desert probably created that hell doctrine and then pushed it all across, everywhere, What did I say to my sister the other day? Not like a sister of the truth, but my actual sister, because she claims to follow some of the Israelite stuff, but she got dreadlocks, and it is already pretty clear to me that she doesn't care. That's why I don't talk to her about it. I haven't mentioned anything to her about that stuff, about the truth in years, because I know better. You guys not your pearls before swine. I'm not doing that ever again. You make the one mistake and that's it. But she was mentioning some numerology. Oh, you're a number 7 person. And I'm like, oh, come on, dude. You're not getting into that numerology garbage. I know brothers mention certain things, but we are not getting deep into some numerology life path systems. It's I told us that garbage was made by some loser in the desert getting high off cactus oil and probably taking a dump in the sand and, kicking in the sand and, come on, dude. I'm not listening to some garbage made by some, loser on the toilet in the Gobi Desert or something. Who wants to listen to that shit? I don't care about that garbage, dude. So that's what that word hell is there. It's not no alternate dimension. You go to other places in hell, it'd be Sheol, which is the grave. Right, that's all it is. Valley of Nome. They also put criminals there. I read gotquestions.org. Bible got questions.org. They also put criminals in there. So really, really interesting thing. I know it's mentioned in Isaiah 30. I remember reading that. I got to get back on that Isaiah, by the way. I forgot. I got to go back to making those lessons, giving you the Isaiah 6. I think I did Isaiah 5. If the right hand offend thee, cut it off and cast it from thee, for it's possible for thee that one of thy members should perish, not that whole body should be cast to hell. Yeah, I'll see what our fellow is. Once again. Yeah, right. Again, right. Right, why is it saying that? Right, because it's better, that you sin is so serious. It's better that you lose, a limb, than to, get judged and then, die and then have your body cast into the valley of Hinnom, which is a figure of speech. It's an allegory, if you want to say. It's allegorical expression, if you want to say it like that. Because, in context, we weren't able to carry out our own executions. The Romans would perform the executions. And I don't think I'm pretty sure they would just like throw him in a pit or something back then. I don't think the Valley of Hinnom was even still around by that time. That's something in like Second Kings and stuff like that. I don't think that stuff was still around by like the Roman period, you know. But I don't know. I just wanted to go into this because I was reading it before I was going off to bed, and I was like, you know what? I'll do a video on it because I've read this chapter a bunch of times, and starting to notice like little bits and pieces. Like, that's a good one I could bring out if someone said this or someone said that, or these are great scriptures here. They're very very useful, simple, easy to go into. So yeah, go into the rest of this chapter. Again, it's good to go into these chapters and go into these books over and over and over again. Help you. That's pretty much it. Edified, inshallah.